Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to school. I absolutely love this time of the year. Only after sort of January 1st, this is the only time of the year that I really feel the same. It seems like, kind of something's really coming to an end and we're starting a whole new chapter. And I feel that all the time, every year, even though my kids are certainly grown up, they're in university. But I remember those days with younger children, kind of summer ending, the weather changing, and it's this day, this first Tuesday of the new September calendar year, that everyone gets back into the rhythm. And so I hope you had a beautiful summer. I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day long weekend, and I'm just excited for business, for people to get back into the routine of things, because it is exciting. We've got 3 magical months ahead of us if we do the appropriate work and action. And so today's topic to launch September, 7 tips to calling out to people when you're making phone calls out to people. 7 tips. Number 1, if you believe that whcn or whatever other network marketing company you're with, if you believe that your company has the best products or services or best business opportunity, never, ever, ever call people for their opinion, okay? You're calling them with what you believe and what you want to share. So I'm going to repeat myself, okay? You never call people for their opinions when you're picking up a phone and calling people. You are reaching out to people with what you believe strongly and what you are so excited to share with them. A lot of people, it's always, it weighs 150 pounds. And again, I share these tips because if you're having challenges with that, you've got business partners that are here to help you transition through that. As you make the calls with your partners, accountability partners, you will see it's going to get easier and easier and easier. So tip number 1, if you truly believe that what the company you're working with, be it product or business itself, is what you really believe in, then go out there and share what you believe, not get opinions of other people. Tip number 2, don't worry about making the perfect call. I've made thousands of calls prior to whcn and before that when I was in sales and marketing. And to this day, I stutter or I mispronounce a word. Hey, I'm human. It's okay. Don't try to be a perfectionist in the process of making calls, okay? Because people, you're going to find out, are either ready for an opportunity or they're not. And if they're not, they're not. No big deal, okay? That's when we talk about a numbers game. You have no idea when you're calling people the very moment you reach out to them where they are, especially in this very confusing and very busy. Whatever it is, and you move forward. Tip number 3 for making calls to people is don't attach yourself to the result. And this took me a number of years before I really, really felt comfortable with this. And I know a lot of people, especially on our team, when they're first starting out, even the first couple of years, the challenges that I place so much stock into that first call, those first 5 or 6 people that I'm so excited to share because of my excitement starting out, that if they don't come on board, if they don't see it like me, it crushes me. And I get that. And that's why we need to work with our leadership and with our distributors to come on board. I tell you, and I learned this from John Greco, my senior business partner, never get too high in this business and never get too low. And I know it's easier said than done, but even keel. So whether you sponsor your next distributor this afternoon or someone LOIs or you get a new executive to someone absolutely quitting the next day on you, all those range of emotions, do your best with work, with proper mindset to simply just move forward. So tip number 3, don't attach yourself to the result, because whether your next prospect comes on board or your next prospect tells you to go fly a kite, you're still going to need to pick up the phone and make the next call. Do you get it? Okay, that's the key, okay? Point number 4, to be light and easy when you're making calls. Have fun. Now again, that comes over time. And again, that's why we're a fantastic business. I did a bunch of accountability calls with some of my leaders this morning. We had fun. We chuckled on the 3-way calls, making sure we all connect. Make sure you're having fun. The last thing your prospect wants to hear on the other side of the phone is this real monotone and real sense of, I've got a purpose. I'm trying to call out to you. I'm trying to reach out to you. we got to be light and have fun. It's a fun business. Okay, some people will, some people won't. So what? Some people will, some people won't. So what? Have fun with your business. Tip number 4. Number 5, this one I like is to make sure you're not ringing the MLM buzzwords when you're reaching out to people. Avoid things such as, you know, I'm starting something. You need to look at my opportunity. I've got a tremendous, exciting, home-based business, ground floor opportunity. How about that one? Those words invite people to just simply say, no doubt. So use language perhaps in terms of, you know, are you open to possibilities? You know, outside of your current situation, are you open to taking a look at, you know, increasing your income, adding another income stream? A whole different set of words in terms of what you're sharing with people. So make sure you're not sort of throwing those typical buzzwords at people, you know, network marketing initially, I mean, in terms of having people right away put up, you know, the red flag when you're wanting to, you know, reach out to them in a warm, polite, and understanding way. Point number 6 of 7 tips when making phone calls out to people is getting right down to business. Now, you want to have fun. Again, this came from John Greco and even actually, sorry, from Jeff Mack, another team elite. You know, ring, ring. Hey, Brian, since you're watching me, Brian. It's Marco. I know it's been a number of years since we last chatted. I would love to catch up on family. I see that you just had your second child, but I'm actually calling about business. Boom. So you lay the land in terms of why you're reaching out to people versus sitting there and chit-chatting for 10 minutes and then having the nerves to say, hey, I want to actually talk to you about a business that I'm involved in or something. So make sure up front, you know, you speak the truth, get right down to business and be sincere with those words so that, hey, it was great to see you. I saw you on Facebook. It was nice running into you at the shopping center 3 weeks ago. Want to really catch up on family on the summer, but I'm actually calling you, Brian, about business, you know, and then go from there. And number 7, in terms of leaving voicemails, because it's in this day and age, lots of people are having troubles connecting with people. And I get that. I mean, I'm doing a lot more text messages, having a lot of success, and that could be a whole other call. But when you're leaving voicemail messages for people, the no-no in this business is to sit there and leave a whole bunch of features and benefits and almost, you know, vomit all your excitement on a voicemail with your prospect to call you back. People aren't going to call you back. You know, versus as simple as, you know, hey, Brian, it's Marco. I've got a question for you. Can you give me a call back? Click. You know, hey, Brian, I've got a question for you. Give me a call. Click. You know, that curiosity, when Brian listens to that voicemail, he'll call you back. Okay? Keep it short, keep it succinct, and keep the curiosity at an all-time high. Okay? So those are the 7 tips when making calls out to people. And I've gone through them 1 to 7. If you like what I've shared, like it, share a comment, and certainly share with your team members if they want to learn how to better understand how to make calls and through the process surface that next customer who gets excited, that next distributor who wants to build, and that next executive that really wants to run alongside you in your business. Have an amazing Tuesday, back to September school, and we'll chat with all of you sooner than later. Bye-bye.